galactic civil war spreads across the sun. From the heights of Coruscant to fiery Mustafar, to fight the evil empire, for people join the fray. These are the heroes of the Hydian Way.
Welcome to Heroes of the Hydian Way. This is a Star Wars actual play podcast, and we're playing in Edge Studios' Age of Rebellion system. This is Act 1, Episode 9 of The Hard Road. And I'm Ben, the GM for this adventure. I use they-them pronouns.
And I'm Joy, and I use she/her. And I play Kedra Javik, who's a sharpshooter.
I'm Erica, using she/her pronouns, and I'm playing Norin Gremian, they/them, engineer-scientist.
I'm Zach. I use they/them pronouns. I'll be playing Shen Shazin. He uses he/him pronouns, and he's an infiltrator interrogator.
And I'm Henry. I use she/they pronouns, and I'll be playing Isasel An, who uses she/her pronouns, and she's the ship pilot and captain.
We have currently 3 light side and 1 dark side point for our destiny pool. Wahaha.
That's a great pool. I like that pool.
I do too.
I approve this.
I just want to swim in it.
To learn more about our heroes, we get one to ask a question of the others. This time, it is Norin's.
So, what was the first planet you went to after you left your homeworld?
You know, funny you should ask, Norin. Norin, as you know, I came from Canary and snuck my way out to planets. The first planet we stepped off on that I almost got kicked out on was Corellia. And, I very quickly decided I wanted to work with the crew and I would do anything to stay on that ship. It was terrifying. Not as terrifying anymore. Now it seems like fun. But back then, for someone from Canary to Corellia, pure terror.
That would be a pretty big difference, yeah. It was kind of the same for me. Miriel is beautiful, but the first planet I went to after I left home was Coruscant. And it was very overwhelming the first couple of days, or first couple of rotations.
For me, the first planet I went to ever to visit, it was my pa. My puppy. We went to Nar Shaddaa. It was for my daddy's business, but I went to, see what was around and stuff, and it was very nice. I very was in awe coming from my small planet, and it was very nice. I really loved that it was different, and then we visited Coruscant, but we didn't stay very long, but it was very pretty. I can see why you would be in all of it. It was too big for me. I probably would get lost in Coruscant. And then we went home. And that is the first planet I went to.
Ariadu, training mission. Right after induction. Real fun place. I mean, the mountains were nice, but the jungles, I could do without the jungles.
The camera picks up, taking a look at the back of the big Wayfarer freighter. It has the large cargo pod that's on the side, and the big engines in a line across the back that are just fairly muted blue at the moment. Still, every few moments, another little piece of docking clamp ticks off of it. The camera swoops over and you can see the dorsal quad cannon that's pointing forward. And the camera swoops in through the bridge view screen. shows the entire crew sitting there, all with very serious faces. The last of the most recent transmission from the droid H3-4LR playing on the speakers.
So, I would like to use a destiny point right away.
Okay.
Can I use a destiny point that we made it a point to keep, just to trim a little bit off the top of like radiation medicine and a little bit of banta to make sure we had a little extra?
I mean, the ship itself normally has a reserve of Bacta. It has 2 tanks itself. At least I'm assuming that those things in the lab area are Bacta tanks.
Looks like back to tanks.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going with. Or at least one of them is.
They are near a surgery table,
Yeah.
so.
I'm going with that there's at least one Bacta tank on the ship.
Mhm.
And as for having some radiation meds, yeah, I can go with that. I mean, this is a ship that normally goes out to disasters, so this being a not exactly common occurrence, but there being a follow-on disaster for the crew, yeah, I can definitely go with that. If you want to flip the point, you definitely have some anti-rad medication.
Oh yeah, like anti-rad medication. Just like we're set up for these kind of missions. Which,
Yeah.
one of those like looking down at asking Hookman to go down the list. It's like we really are prepared for so many disasters. It's kind of I enjoy it, but I need to read the fine print next time more. Oh, I'm also glad I didn't.
And this is without even docking and getting a hospital pod. Those ones, they come with doctor droids. They've got a entire Bacta ward. It's really impressive to see. It's a hospital in one of those cargo containers instead of the giant empty hole that we have now.
Well, currently that hull's going to come into use because we should probably... Oh, actually, no, that hospital would have come to use, but we can't go back now.
Oh, don't worry. I've played a lot of Nuclear Aftermath. I know a lot about anti-rads and all that. We should be good.
Good, because we're going to need to turn that entire area into a recovery zone because we do not know how many people were on this ship's total. We don't know how many of them are still alive. How many of them are... We can assume all of them are sick if we're getting a call from the medical droid.
Well, as long as all of us can have have enough anti-rads, rad resistance, then we should be able to get everyone back here safely. So I would recommend ensuring that that we have our...
Well, it's
Yeah.
funny because while you guys were talking about we have all these unknowns, Norin was messing around on the long range comms, trying to triangulate where the calls were coming from, because obviously they have functioning long range comms. So there's no reasons we shouldn't be able to communicate with these ships.
That's true.
So Norin's been reaching out. And I can spend a destiny point to say that I've successfully made contact with one of the ships. Just as they're going, well, we don't know how many injuries and everything there is, I can be like, actually.
Anyway, yes, I will totally go with the flipping at the point, being able to talk to H3.
I've connected with the ship from the last communicate. And I'm actually speaking to, I suppose, the medical droid, probably?
Yes, this is H3-4LR of the Amber Sunrise. And who might you be?
This is First Mate Norin Gremian of the Codfather from Intersector Rescue. We received your communiques from Zar.
We're going to Zar.
Yes, we are currently stranded in the Zar system, yes.
We received your communiques from the mining outpost, and we are on our way to you now. Please advise how many sick crew.
The sick crew across all 3 ships is 180 all told.
Oh my.
Now, most of them are in the 3 separate refrigeration units for the maximum amount of shielding.
They're in the refrigeration units.
Yes.
They're all suffering from radiation?
To some extent or another, yes. It was decided that when the sublight and hyper engines would not engage, that to extend as much time as possible, that they would take refuge within the highest shielding location within the ships.
Did they turn the refrigeration units off first?
Oh, yes. Well, we made sure that they weren't entirely cold, but the refrigeration units still do provide a use in trying to keep the rest of the food that is around them for the organics cold, so it does not rot and cause even more issues.
Alright, so 186 of 180 organic crew members with radiation sickness. 3 ships dead in space, all 3 pulled out of hyperspace by an anomaly?
Yes, it does appear to be the same anomaly for all 3 ships. It is a common run for the Tajco shipping line, and as such, the astrogation lanes have seemed to have been updated in the last 5 to 6 weeks, causing a pass too close to the Tsar gas giant, which triggered hyperdrive safeties to drop out, and when they did drop out, the sublight drive did not engage, causing all of them to be reduced to using just thrusters.
Isacell's right there. Like, Norin, ask if they know if the hyperdrive could be brought back online, if they can tell, because we do have enough to fix things. We've been doing it all day. Are the engines themselves damaged?
The radiation that is causing issues with the organics seems to have caused some malfunction within the drive systems. If the ships were somehow able to get away from the radiation source, there is a likelihood that the engines could be re-engaged.
Do you have an idea of the active radius of this anomaly or radiation cloud?
It does seem to be a somewhat small field, about 2 planetary distances.
Isacell looks at the crew and just like, sounds like we're going to the bush.
I think we should be careful, though, that we don't get stuck too.
We'll just throw a tow cable out.
What was destroyed? HG?
Healer.
H3-4LR.
Alright, stand by, H3. And Norin mutes the comms. Alright, so the trick here is to get into this radiation field, retrieve either the ships or the crew, just the crew, and then get out without our ship's engines succumbing to the same problem. Can the Codfather accommodate 180 organic crew?
I mean, as passengers, no, we have Sikhs, and we could treat them as cargo, but it's of 180 sick people. There is another idea.
And the other idea is fixing those ships and getting... If they could get... Could we tow them? Can you tow a ship through hyperspace?
I swear it's been done in at least something.
I feel like it has, but I always question the validity of it.
Well, instead of towing, how about we could get behind it and push at full speed?
Whoa. Well, then what happens when we need to stop?
So this is a trick I've used before.
Oh, no, Captain, please.
We need to get these ships ready for a boost. We get behind them, push them at full speed, and when we're at the edge or outside the radiation cloud, we drop our speed, detach, and let them keep going.
Alright, well, first things first, before we emerge from hyperspace, I want all organic crew of the Codfather wearing protective gear. So that might mean wearing our out-of-ship suits to shield from radiation.
Okay.
I knew you liked the suit, Norin. I knew you liked how it looked and its usefulness.
I like not having radiation
Me
devour my organs and bones. Anyway,
We gotta get the iodine pills out of the med chest. Did you say we were pulling or pushing? Because this is gonna make a difference.
We're going to be pushing. As far as I
But if
know, we
we're-
don't.
But Captain, you said full speed. If we're going at full speed and we're pushing, how are we gonna stop them? We won't be able to catch up to them. Because they'll be going at our full speed. And we'll
theoretically, if we give them a push, they would just keep going until they exit the radiation field.
Isacel looks at the crew like, this is where some teamwork across ships might be useful, and I need you, crew, to trust me. I think I should go on this ship with the droids and set up hyperspace from inside. You push the ship from outside. It puts me at great risk, but I'd rather it be the risk on me and not you. I'm very good at telling ships how to go.
I would feel more comfortable performing mechanics than I would piloting, but I suppose I could do piloting. If you really need me to, Captain.
I'm gonna go put my turtleneck on. Just
gonna be-
angrily unbuttoning his Hawaiian shirt as he goes, mumbling to himself. Just got this on, and I love so comfortable.
So,
Alright, how long until arrival?
I figured that actually is going to be a 24-hour to get there.
How long has it been since the last communique? Because H3 said 10 days.
Yeah, so that'll put you at 9 days.
Okay, so we had just received that communique.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one,
Had
just as you were
gone
going
out.
into hyperspace, that one came in. And since the communications are back up and running,
Alright, Norin reconnects with H3 and gathers all of the medical data on the crew. How many are basically too sick to do anything, how many are still able to do some form of work, the data on the hyperspace anomaly and the effects it's had on the ships and all that stuff, so that they can accurately paint a picture and a plan of action.
I want to get a knowledge education check.
Cool.
Feels like it should be a hard check. And toss in a setback because you're kind of doing it in a hurry. And I'm going to use a destiny point because, well, I've got to. So that turns it into 1 red, 2 purple, 1 setback for a difficulty.
Alright, yellow, yellow, green, red, purple, purple. S for setback. I get to remove that setback. Boop.
Cool.
Alright, so I have researcher, so I can remove setback per rank of researcher from all knowledge checks. And if I fail this check, then I suppose I can re-roll it if need be. But that's what I got. I'm not gonna try and I got nothing for boost unless somebody else has an idea for boost.
I got nothing. Sorry.
I got nothing.
Cool. I'm hitting enter.
Would there be a boost for if we were able to let them know, like, because this is to see how many people are able to do work? What is this check for again?
It's for a slew of things. I'm getting the status of the 180 organic crew members, and their varying levels of sickness. I'm getting the details on the mechanical problems with the 3 ships.
Okay, what about a boost in relation to factoring in radiation medication? Saying like, oh, how many of your individual crew members who are able to pilot a ship or do any sort of work would be able to be in a workable state given radiation medicine? since we have radiation medicine. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I can go for it.
Okay. Enter.
Nice.
Woo!
I think I can use that triumph too. Let's
So
see.
3 success, 3 threat, and 1 try.
I may spend triumph results to gain additional successes equal to ranks in knowledge specialization.
Doesn't that mean you have to choose the knowledge?
Yeah, I have. So this would be 1 rank because I have 1 rank with skill education, 1 rank with skill lore.
Ah, okay.
So that's 4 successes and 3 threats and a triumph, which it's actually 3 successes, but I'm using my triumph as my 4th success. Or would that be a 5th success since the triumph itself is a success?
That success is factored in.
Okay, so 4 successes, 3 threats.
So I'm going to go with the first crew is actually the ship that it's virtually the entire crew that is near the end of their ability to absorb and deal with any more radiation and still be able to recover from it.
Okay, and which ship was that? Mist Runner?
That would be the Mosfell's Lament.
Alright, so the Lament.
Yeah, the Lament is pretty much out.
It's probably 60 crew per ship?
Yeah, 60 crew per ship. Probably should be less, but I'm going with 60. Mossfield's Lament is... They're the ones we're essentially counting down the 9 days for. So Mist Dancer is, I'm figuring, about 2/3 to the point where they're needing to take more care of their radiation poisoning versus being able to work, but they've got about 20 of their people that are still able to do something. And I'm going to go with the Amber Sunrise has a pretty much full crew because when they dropped out, they found out what was going on and everyone just went into the freezers or refrigerators so that they got as much protection as possible.
Okay, and us wearing our spacesuits should protect us from the radiation, yeah?
For the most part, you'll need a small course of radiation meds, but it won't be lethal for you, at least with the amount of time that you're expecting to be there.
And I should probably put the 2 miners away.
Might be an idea.
Them.
And you could always go around answering questions about them.
I have an idea for them.
What's your idea, Captain?
I needed to go talk to these 2 miners. They need an apology from the captain. While I'm doing that, I look at the crew. You 3, start communicating to get the Amber Sunrise ready to jump. I can go help them on the ship.
Is there a droid on this one ship? Can we somehow get the people to be ready to just go off of the ship and get onto our ship?
If it wasn't to date 130 people, I would say yes, but we do not have the room.
Alright, so we have 90 crew on verge of death, basically.
Yeah.
Can we accommodate 90 crew on our ship?
If you want to treat them like cargo.
Yeah. I mean, it would not be comfortable, and if they're in a bad way, probably not, to be honest.
Okay.
All we need to do is focus on getting a small jump out of the radiation cloud, and we can work parked outside the system from there.
Captain, what's the plan if we can't get a jump? Do we just set an autopilot course and drag them and then get in a fridge? I don't understand. I'm a little anxious. I like my fur where it is.
Do we reach out to headquarters? Maybe we can obviously start the initial rescue of trying to help these ships, but we're ultimately not prepared for this type of mission. And if we reach back out to headquarters, they could send out a ship with one of those medical pods. or maybe even 2 ships. We're talking about 180 crew members here, 90 of whom need serious medical attention.
Which is why it's so important if we need to get these ships moving. We could send out a message, get the preparation for post-rescue operations, but our first movement on everything should be getting these people out of that zone. The longer they stay there, the more people are going to get sick.
How about this? You and Shin, try to get the ships, and then we pull the ships out, and we can fix them. While me and Norn, we help those that are the most sick come to our ship so we can help them the best we can.
I think on-site treatments is probably better.
Yeah, we can't move them out of those fridges if they're if that close to being over the
Okay,
limit.
we can do that too.
So, that's very important. Thank you, Kedra, and everyone for pointing it out. And I just, look at Shen. Shen, you're going with me.
All right, Captain.
We could take some of the pit droids to back us up.
I will get medical kits too, and I will follow you, Norn, into the ships, okay?
Isacel looks, Kedra, I actually need you to stay here and back up Norin.
Yeah, we go onto their ship, and we help heal people. Yes.
Isacel looks over Kedra. Wait, do you know medical treatment?
No, I follow direction very well.
Then your direction will be here. You and Norin, Hookman, Azzy, you're gonna make sure this ship keeps moving.
Yar.
Me and Shen will take care of the other ships from the inside, along with our little friendly pit droids. They're easy to carry.
Okay.
Remember, everyone, we trust in each other's skills.
Yep. Yeah, we got it. Everybody. Woo.
This sounds good. You know what? This is actually gonna be. So, I want to make a leadership check for this crew.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to use my command ability. So I get +1 boost to leadership checks per rank command, which is 1. So, and if I succeed, this is a check to chill everyone out and go, together, we can figure this out. It's like, we've gone into many situations where none of us have been ready, yet we came out with a success, and we could save lives today. Like, together, we save everyone. You just need to trust your crewmates. So, let's get that going on that leadership roll.
That is going to be up against 2 purple.
Alright, here's hoping. I got a threat. I succeeded.
Okay, that threat, I'm just going to toss a strain on you.
I'll take it.
I trust you, Captain, but I'm not happy about it.
3 threat for the previous roll. Oh, yes, I am banking. Wahaha.
But yeah, so, by the way, anyone, if you, in the next 24 hours, if you make a discipline check, you have 1 boost to it.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh.
And trust me on this, there's... Isacel's gonna tell you, as she's getting ready to go to those, our friends, don't worry. When it comes to intership leadership and making sure we're all keeping together, I'm very good at that. I used to run a whole group of freighter ships. This is nothing.
I'm going to make some more calf.
We're gonna need more calf. And
Right.
Norin?
Norin is in the conference room. They are using the board for calculations and everything for the, the maneuvers to use the Confather to tug these 3 ships out of the radiation field.
And meanwhile, Isacel's gonna borrow Shen to go into the lab to talk to these people. She is going to leave her blaster and her plasma cutter on her utility belt outside the door. Just gonna hang that up somewhere. Actually, you know what? Hookman's nearby. I just hand him my utility belt. Take care of that.
Oh, right.
Since you told me to stay with Norn, Kidra's going to go and help Norn out. She's going to stay with her, like glued to her hip, pretty much. Like wherever Norn goes, she goes.
Okay.
So she's going to go into the conference room. Do you need help? Yes.
Before
Are
the captain.
you good at physics?
I'm okay.
Trajectory, yes.
I can write numbers down for you, okay? And I will keep them for you. You just tell me what to write. I be your scribe.
Okay.
And as we go into the lab, Issa's gonna look at Shen. I need you to wake them up. Together, we should probably make sure they're untied.
Oh, I got this. Before the captain walks in, Shin just goes, "Attention on deck!"
We haven't even untied them yet.
I've always wanted to do that. Oh, yeah, never mind. Hold on. Starts untying. Why are we untying them again, Captain? Mid-untying.
Because these two men, as corrupt as they are, were not the ones that we were after.
We didn't even talk to the other one.
I need to apologize for that one.
I think you might be being a bit too nice, but whatever you say, Captain.
Actually, before we do that, can I check their pockets? I don't know if any of us ever checked their pockets to make sure they don't have like hidden blasters in their boots or anything like that.
Okay, in checking, no, they don't have any blasters on them. One does seem to have a decent combat knife, but beyond that, it's like box cutters.
Okay, box cutters, a combat knife, just anything sharp. I'm just gonna put it, like, look around, find one in orange drawers, assume it's a junk drawer, and just toss them in there.
Well, that's a kill door combat knife. Oh, wow.
I'm just...
Norin's gonna come open a drawer, it's like, what is this?
Oh, you shouldn't go through Norin's drawers without permission, Captain. You never know what you're going to find or what consequences may follow.
Well, I'm not going through them, I'm just putting things in.
My suggestion is just toss whatever in there and close it and pretend like it never happened.
I like how you think, Shen. Okay, let's wake them up.
Believe me, bad first day. Hello. He just slapping him on the cheeks. He's not giving them anything. Like, being gentle, Captain, like you said. He's like, starts shaking their shoulders. Come on, wake up.
Well, what? Oh no, we're still here. What?
Yeah, it's not a dream anymore.
Isasel puts her hands up. Like, don't worry, I am here to apologize. I owe you two quite an apology.
We found you like this.
Well, we found one of you like this.
Okay, yeah.
Sabno, you already know who I am.
The one with the criffing intense person, yes.
Yet that was Kidra. I would like to apologize. She is still getting used to not living out in the wilds. She mistook you for prey.
Prey. Right.
I'd like to...
Does she have a camo suit or something?
No, she is not here. I made it a point that she is not here. She is busy keeping someone else busy.
Okay, that does feel a bit better. Yeah, sure.
I would like to apologize to you both. Burke, we have not officially met. We actually found you outside. You almost died.
Yes, there was a flash.
I would like to apologize for that. We had a hasty repair job. We weren't expecting anyone to go out anytime soon.
I see. Well, with a bit of spots, but...
It was an unfortunate accident.
You do realize that you are just not convincing at all. Right?
Even Isasa looks at Shen. No, you really aren't. You're not helping here.
What? No, I have fantastic deception skill. What are you talking about? I just can't coerce them for anything. Definitely not charming.
I'd like to apologize for my crew. We're a little on the rough edge.
So I see. Yes.
Well, look, from what we learned about you also, we should be kind of even as long as we maintain your silence about what really is going on.
Oh, good. I didn't want to have to deal with more complications. I mean, they're great for sales and purchasing things from, but they just get so intense on new revenue streams.
Well, this is something I wanted to talk to you about to make up for all the problems we've caused for you. So, do you remember how ships have not been coming in for the last 5-6 weeks, more or less?
Yeah?
We found out why.
Oh, that's good? Yes,
They-
good. Good as a word.
They've been trapped in a radiation cloud in the Tsar system.
Okay, I was not expecting that. That is something I would not have expected, no.
So, I have a proposition. We are planning on pushing these ships outside the radiation cloud to repair the ships, make sure people are ready to move, and bringing them back. Oh, honestly, probably not to the mining system, probably to Naboo proper. There's upwards of 100 people who need medical attention. But, while we're getting the ships across, if you start keeping track of things that are on that ship after helping us keep finish this mission, I'll pretend I never saw anything.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can do that. You? Samuel? Yeah. Sure.
Like Isa Sill's right there. Okay, great. When me and Shen go onto those ships, we'll be the first ones on there to get them out of the way.
Yay.
We just need you two to be here in case they need help. I would let you know, I cannot take Ghidorah with the show, so be on this ship with you. As a heads up.
Great.
Yeah, just don't make any sudden movements.
No, seriously, do not make any sudden movements around her. She'll go into hunter mode.
Yeah, I sounded like I was joking, but seriously, don't make any sudden movements. Palms up at all times. If she looks at you, kind of lower your gaze. Don't be threatening. Any threatening maneuvers? Nope. Done.
Okay.
Quick question. Are either of you resistant to radiation in any way?
Yeah.
Why? No, but why?
Because we'll be going into some radiation clouds right now.
We definitely don't have
great.
enough suits for you. You could hang out in the cooler.
Wait, real quick. We've all been in the showers. How well lined are the showers?
Are they lead lined?
I wouldn't quite go lead lined, but they're relatively decently lined. Because they definitely have heating, cooling sheaths around them. They're a bit better than most other places.
Oh, also, what about any of our cargo containers?
Cargo containers, not so much, no.
Okay. Just asking. Well, I was going to say escape pod, but then as soon as I started saying it, I was like, that's a bad idea. I don't want them in the escape pod, just in case.
So, if you'd like, until we get out of the radiation cloud and you can do your thing and help us repair those other ships, quote, and I'm doing little quotes and take take a note of what materials are coming in, little air quotes. We can keep you in the showers. They're much safer than any other part of the ships to be other than the cooler. So which one would you like? Would you like to be in the cooler or the showers?
I don't know about you, Burke, but I'm going to take the showers. If nothing else, I could get rid of some of this funk. Right? Yeah. Okay. Well, yes. Yeah. Let's do the showers. Fine.
Perfect. Shen, and I guess can you give them each a couple of a dose of the radiation medication?
I would, Captain, but Norin doesn't give me a key. I would love to. Actually, you know what? Let me check the hall, the med cabinet out in the hall, the little the wall-mounted box. Hold on a second. Iodine. We have iodine pills.
That'll do.
Perfect. Here you go. Eat them up.
No, thank you.
So, I'm gonna make one last little check before we walk away, but you know what? It's what my skill goes into. Actually,
Oh God.
can I make a leadership check with these two guys to try to like give them that like we're part of a team here, and you've been brought into this team,
You're part of the team.
part of the crew, part of
One
the
of
ship.
us. One of us.
Okay, but it's going to be a 2 red.
Oh well, let's party.
I mean, I'm using Destiny Point, but yeah, it's definitely 2 red. Because, like, one did get shot.
Can we use a boost because one of them is still under the effects, the tail end of the effects of the interrogation serum?
Yeah.
I know it's not really for that. I just was trying.
I appreciate the try, but that does feel like a little bit pushed too far.
Okay.
All right, so we're doing 2 yellows, a boost because of my leadership, and 2 reds. Here, let's go.
They were all blank for a
Yes.
second, and I was like, what?
One
Oh
success.
no.
No.
I straight up was like thinking like despair.
Yeah.
Advantage.
You did this to us.
I only have one idea for that advantage.
It's only ever as a player that I
Hit
think
me.
it's a GM in FFG games.
Ah. So the only thought I have the advantage is because we don't have a brig proper, doors have locks on the outside just in case we need to change the room.
Okay, I can go with that for an advantage, sure, yeah.
That's all I got. Like, oh no. I don't think they're going to be part of our crew anytime soon.
Yes, there was a despair and advantage on that roll. I mean, it was a very happy roll. There was stuff rolled. Boost didn't help out this time. Reds definitely showed up for me.
Listen, you guys can be cool, or I have a friend who has a key to these cabinets that are full of some very interesting things.
Okay, look. You see, there was a one with a gun. Now we've got the one with the pharmacological band. Soon I'm just expecting someone with a pipe iron to come in and just cover all the different methods of threatening us.
I'm just gonna say Norin walks in at this point just to like check in on all the radiation medication we have. It's just like, what are you guys talking about?
Do you have a spanner in hand?
No, I have a data pad in hand.
Okay. All right. So close.
Before we get to the idiot's array, let's just... Okay, we'll work with you for right now, but we're staying on one of those ships.
You know what? We can accept that. Do you want to be with the one that's mostly out of commission or with the full crew?
Let's go with the full crew. I feel I should ask. So we're going to go help 3 freighters that have run into problems and one that has been adrift for a month.
Bingo.
Yes.
Now, to give me the hope that we are going to make it through this, what are you going to be able to do on this ship that they wouldn't have had a month to do on their ship?
Wouldn't you love to know?
Yes, I would.
We'll just have to wait and find out because, I don't know.
Issa sounds like our sub like
Norin just starts spouting off some technical jargon that nobody without the degree of education that they've had would understand as they are rifling through the cabinets.
They're the smartest person I've ever met.
You hear me calling down the hall. Norn, where'd you go? Norn.
I didn't go anywhere.
Oh, you did. Okay.
No sudden movements.
Burke's just gonna facepalm and figure out where the showers are. I'm assuming that like the hallway's kind of labeled like showers that way.
Yeah, Issa
Yeah.
takes him to the shower.
They just like facepalming. The other one getting crutches on the slightly shorter Duros and just
Sorry, I shot your leg. You ran away. I thought you were prey. Sorry.
Eyes down.
Say hi to Hookman.
Oh, okay.
He'll go into the showers.
Shin just winks and gives him a thumbs up. Good job.
As only it's just a venting can.
Lock the door behind them. Just like, okay, they're not gonna come back with us. We'll leave they'll be in the ship after we're done. But I think they're starting to like us. She starts walking, getting everything ready.
I couldn't agree more, Captain. And he pats Isazel on the back.
Isasel's gonna get to start collecting all her gear, her backpack, her utility belt, just ready to in case we gotta fix this ship.
You're like Minoc Man with all these tools and utility belt stuff.
Oh, because most of the time I had to fix my own ship.
Next thing I know, you're gonna come out with a cape.
I do have a trench coat that flows like a cape. I'll be back. Trench coat is going over the stairs.
Okay, that is kind of awesome.
Minoc Man. My black turtleneck. I could be Loth Catwoman.
We'll work on the name.
Yeah, it's just an old comic I read.
The ship drops out of hyperspace, still a little bit away from where the three ships are lashed together.
First thing, so that dock piece is probably still on there. I'm finally hitting the unlock so it can float off. Just get rid of the evidence over here.
That works. That does work, yes. The ship itself down jumps, and streaks of light come into stars, and there before you, you see a cloud of purple gas that seems to be in a very large size. It's not super dense, but it is definitely out there. And you do see lightning flashing through it at different points. As soon as you get down, the detectors on the ship start going off, saying essentially danger and radiation ahead.
I trust you, Captain.
Everyone, take your medication. Suits all the way on. Comms only from this point forward.
Ooh, here we go.
And since we're outside the range, wait, do these pods have a tracker we have for them, or do we have nothing? Is it just like a pod floating?
No, I'm figuring that there would be a tracker on it.
Some sort of beacon, yeah.
Like there'd be a beacon.
So yeah, Isasel's gonna press the unlock button.
It's been an honor serving with all of you.
All right, let's get to these ships, get in position, and hope for the best.
You are a very Chistavanian.
You don't even know the half of it. I hear that all the time. I think it's because of the shoes.
That too. Alrighty. You're wanting to...
The plan is dock with the Amber Sunrise, so Isasel, Shen, and a couple of the pit droids can jump out into the ship to start working to get them moving from the inside. Norin, Kidra, and the rest of the crew can get behind those ships to latch on and start pushing. And you know when you push a car to start getting it going?
Mm-hmm.
We're aiming for one of those. Isasel is very good at fixing stuff, and dead freighters in space, she is not a stranger to those.
You just gotta pop
Alright.
the clutch.
I assume Norn's behind the controls.
Yep, we're gonna leave you with Hookman, Ozzy, Kidra, and yourself to do the ship. I do have something that might help though.
Yeah.
So I have an ability called Field Commander, which if I take a Field Commander action, if I succeed with an average leadership check, a number of allies equal my presence can suffer one strain to perform a maneuver. So as long as I'm connected by comms,
Mm-hmm.
I can time it out to when to push the ship, when to get it going. And because I have improved Field Commander, I can do it for twice the amount of people. Meaning, I can command up to 4 people on your ship, which is everyone piloting right now, when it's time to get them moving, not moving, things of the sort. I finally get to use Field Commander. Oh, and as long as our comms are open, because of situational awareness, when we're in a starship or vehicle with working comms, allies within short range add 1 boost to their perception vigilance check. Yeah, within short range, it's 1. Within close range, it's 2.
They get to add what?
2 boosts. Since I'm guessing attached ships would count as close range,
Mm-hmm.
you add 2 boosts to your perception checks or vigilance.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, perception/vigilance checks. So if anyone's
Yep.
sneaking up on us or something's happening we need to pay attention to, you got some boost. So first things first, connecting to the Amber Sunrise.
Okay, so that one is going to be a space piloting check, which is 1 red, 2 purple, 2 setback.
And since it's me piloting, I can remove up to 2 setbacks, so no.
Oh.
And since I got Norin as my co-pilot on this first part of it, I will be doing it with 3 yellows, a boost, and the red and 2 purples that you gave me.
Awesome.
I'm making a piloting check.
Right now, I can roll it if you want, since we're doing this first part together, and then from then on, you're doing it.
Okay, yeah, no, you go ahead and make that.
Norin, take the wheel.
Is that 2 triumphs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And it still fails.
I have an idea for one of those triumphs of why it failed,
Okay.
and it'd be kind of hilarious.
I mean,
It's-
the roll. Someone should probably say the roll or the result.
Oh, yeah.
1 advantage and 2 triumphs.
Yup. And
Oh, that's awesome.
I have a good thing for that triumph.
Absolutely.
So, we're still having problems with the docking thing because of all the issues, but because of a triumph, hey, actually, I'll look over to Shen and do this. Hey, Shen, remember when we were on the asteroid and I decided that how I wanted to exit our ship?
Yeah.
Guess what we're about to do?
Captain.
We're in perfect jump range for the airlock to go into the close behind us. It's just we're about to make it entertaining. And can I use one of the triumphs and the advantage to give us some boost on our jump across?
Absolutely.
Captain, why did you volunteer me for this?
Because I need someone who can help start who gets if people needed healing or need to be taken care of. I needed you there. We want to immediately start with any kind of medical needs we need to do.
I suppose I can't fault you for working with the knowledge you have on my personality and skill set.
On the way out, Isasel looks over to to Norin, puts a hand on their shoulder, nods, walks over to Kidra, puts a hand on her shoulder, and nods, and it whispers, "Remember, they're not prey."
Not prey. Okay, not prey.
And then I look over to Hookman and Ozzy. You two, please take care of my friends. As I walk with Shen to the airlock.
Don't forget about the 2 jokers in the shower.
Oh, you definitely don't forget about them.
Right. Clean the 2 jokers in the shower. Gotcha.
That too. They probably smell. Actually, I hope they're using the shower while they're in there. They must be kind of stinky. And so Isasel looks at Shen as we're in the airlock. It closes behind us on the comm. Shen, you ready to have a good time?
No.
I grab Shen's hand so we can make a group acrobatics check to jump. Or coordination, sorry.
I mean, I knew what the skill you were meaning. Okay, so that... Actually, everything's lined up. I'm just going to go with it be a 2 purple, 1 setback.
I have
Coordination
3
check.
agility.
So do I. And
Okay.
so that triumph and advantage, I'd say. Would that give us a boost and what else?
You'd get a boost from me also. Because we have the same.
Okay, I'll go with the upgrade as well.
Yay! So that's a yellow, 2 greens, 2 blues, a setback, and 2 purple. I don't know if you believe in any higher beings, but now's the time to pray.
Yay! Oh, thank you. Shin doesn't drift off into the void. like General Zod in the pocket dimension.
So I'm right. I can imagine Isasel holding on to Shen's arm, like floating through with a bunch of like the little pit droids attached to her. How many of those advantages can I have? So we know Norin's been having cameras and stuff and keeping track and stuff and recording. How many advantages would it count to Norin's camera caught all that and how cool it was?
Okay, that'll take 2.
Okay, 2 advantages. We got high def video of how cool we look.
You just hear Shin on the comms. She's like, oh no.
Okay, so how many advantages to make sure that their door was open and ready for us? Because I never said that. I just assumed they'd be ready.
Okay, I actually am going to go with the other 3.
Yeah, the other 3, which is either they noticed us coming or they noticed us jumping. Ooh, can it be they noticed us jumping so like the door opened as we got there?
That's what I'm thinking, yes. That makes the most sense.
So Isa like looking at a closed door is like, we got that. Shen probably... Would Shen freak out? Shen's probably freaking out.
As soon as Shin gets back in the other ship, he's going to be on all fours and like panting. Never again, Captain.
Oh, don't worry. This won't be the last time I do this as I close the airlock and open up to the inside of the ship.
And they're the 2 pit droids that came with you, just dancing, like tweedling that this was so fun.
Dancing around Shin as he's just like recovering.
Pretty much.
Isasel tries to connect to the ship on the ship we're on it at like Amber Sunrise. This is Captain Isasel on from the Godfather from Intersector Rescue. Where are you on this ship currently?
This droid is on their way to you. We shall be there imminently.
See, when they use the word eminently, that always makes me worried.
Yeah.
And come right back to the rest of the ship. Okay, Norin, crew, start getting yourself into position. We'll start getting ready in here.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Heroes of the Hydian Way. You can find show updates on social media with us as The Hydian Way, and you can find me, Ben, on the socials as Deuterium Ice.
And you can find me, Joy, on the Other Place podcast season 2 as Talana, and live on Twitch TV/JoyfullyMe2, playing a variety of games.
You can find me, Erica Goodwitch, on a multitude of FFG-based podcasts as detailed on Linktree/Erica Goodwitch and on social media as Erica Goodwitch.
You can find me, Zach, at the Linktree Tales of the Outer Rim, and I guest GM'd a season of Tales from the Grey Library.
And you can find me, Henry, everywhere as at Sim Disorder with 1 Y and 1 I in that order.
We are all at thehydianway.com, where you can find previous episodes.
You can find more episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Plus, you can help us out by rating, reviewing, and please subscribing.
You can holocom us at heroes@thehydianway.com, and you can find merch at tpublic.com/user/thehydianway.
If you like what we do and want to support the show, you can find us at patreon.com/thehydianway.
Or you can send the team some calf at kofi.com/thehydianway.
All right. And now, so that I actually am remembering things, so there's 10 XP on the night, and then there's XP that you can give out to other people.
I'm giving mine to Captain. That was amazing. It was super fun. The whole thing.
Yay! And you know what? I'm gonna give mine to Kija for learning a little lesson about when to shoot people. And you learned well. You're
stun
good.
setting.
Not everyone is prey. Got it.
I loved Shin's whole like interrogation scene. I'm gonna give Shin points because that was just great.
I was going to give Shen points for the interrogation.
Oh, well then I'll give my points to Norin. Because you're just awesome. Like you killed people. And you let me follow you around like a lost puppy.
No, thanks. It's just Norin at all times in the background, typing away on a datapad, writing equations on
Yeah.
boards.
All right.
Because you're awesome.
Randomly hearing Shin, Norin, I need the medicine cabinet unlocked.
Yeah.
Okay, I can kind of go with that.
I took the actually talent, so that definitely should be a talent. I'm gonna have to write that in somewhere.
Oh, jeez. I mean, it's almost as good as a utility belt, but
Yeah,
I
but this is
have
first.
a
Like,
utility built talent anyway.
there you go. You got it.
there. If I remember right, there actually is a talent where it's you flip a destiny point and just whatever you say is now part of the narrative. I forget what it is, but whatever.
Yeah. Norin's in the whatchamacallit room.
I love that room.
Yeah. Norin is in the conference room.
Yes, there was a flash. And
Feels like every one of us.
What?
yeah, sorry. This technically is not in any of the main source material, but it has always been my contention that the Wayfarer, sure, you've got the pods for it that are changed out. Really great for that. But the other part to it is if you let the pod go, it has a giant engine because it's supposed to be moving around this filled pod of cargo. It's like a tug where it is just the engines. It has horrible handling because it's supposed to be balanced, but this thing has oversized engines even for it, is really what I was trying to say.
Is that about the ship or about the cargo pod?
If you drop the cargo pod, the ship has essentially can drag whatever is cargo pod equivalent.
Got like a big clamper, magnetic lock or something. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was wanting to bring that up since we're at the pause.
Yeah, we could drop the pod outside of the area, go in, get the ships, and bring them out, and then reconnect.
Though the question of what keeps a ship going.
I see our GM typing. I'm like, uh-oh.
Just taking back one of those. Well, you can't take back any points. We didn't spend any points.
All
Alright, so
that's sticker
I'm-
ideas for T-Public later.